This is my project-based learning, my healthy plate presentation. You could find this in your Google Slides. Just go in and log in, and it's under this title right here, and you would just click on it, and you would click on View, and then you would view the whole presentation. What I did here is I just did an introduction, just kind of what the students will know what they're doing, that they'll gain knowledge and skills by working for an extended time to investigate nutrition and respond to a question. And this is kind of the area of what they'll be using during this process, knowledge, understanding, the problems, their voice, and this is their voice and their choice. They're choosing which food group they're going to present. They're choosing what they're going to put on their presentation slide, and then they're going to present it. They're also going to have a reflection, which is an essay that's going to be written on how I am healthy, and they're going to use supporting details from their classmates' presentations and as their own. And their public product is what they'll be sharing with their classmates. This is just an introduction that I would start off with. It's the topic nutrition, my healthy plate. And the main question that they're going to answer is how important is it to have a well balanced diet? And the 5 food groups, benefits, and harmful effects on your body will be investigated. So they're going to tie all of this in to answer this question. To engage them and to get them started, I found it's an introduction. It's Am I Healthy? And this is the video that I found on YouTube, and it talks about my plate. It's from my plate, and it talks about the 5 food groups and how eating the 5 food groups helps you get healthy and how it gets you healthy. I then have the task, how each student in my group will perform and what they'll do in this group, and what their responsibility is. And then I gave them directions on how they'll choose their food group and what they need to do in their presentation and what they need to list on their slides in their presentation. It's very detailed. I then did an example of a slide of images of vegetables, which is the food group I chose. I gave the definition, I gave the examples, and I gave the benefits. And I wanted them to see this so they could see what I'm expecting. I also chose the materials that were needed, Chromebooks, internet access, and then I will be providing them a healthy plate information packet as well. I also did the task, the roles of each student and the group's responsibilities, and I put in detail of what is expected of each of them, and I would review this with each of the with the whole class every day before we started working on our presentations. I also talked about evaluations, what will be how I'll give examples of the presentation and how they'll be shown on the Google Slides. I also will do detailed instructions of the PBQ and provide that also on Google Slides, and just to make sure that the kids have all the information that they need. And then in conclusion, I just talked about how the students will be able to answer the question, how healthy am I, through all their investigation of this entire PBQ. I also will have the students write individually a reflective essay and answer the question, how healthy am I? And they're going to use supportive details from the PBQ presentations. And then I might even include how can I get healthy by eating from the 4 food groups. And that's how I could base how my students check their understanding for this lesson. And here's my personal page where the students, I would show them that they could email me. They could email me and send their presentation, so then when it's ready to present, I just have to go into my Google Docs and click on it, and it's ready to be presented on the smartboard. And it just shows my lesson, the name of it, my objective, which I also have written on the board in my classroom, and the state standards, which I found in investigation and conclusions. So this is my conclusion of the PBQ that I did. I'm actually doing this lesson this week in my classroom, but I have a little bit more detailed, a little bit more of a presentation to show in my classroom tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited to use this PBQ in my lesson. This will be my first time, and I'm looking forward to see how it goes. I think my students will really respond to this. So thank you very much for watching.